And so automatically, you've got to understand this all happened very fast in this dream, but I'm going to try and describe it to you. Automatically, I looked up and prayed, Jesus, please take me. It just came on auto. I just knew exactly what to do, and I knew I needed to say that. And as I looked up, and as soon as I looked up, I felt this kind of vomiting sensation from the pit of my stomach. Like, imagine you're about to throw up, you're about to be sick. Just this absolute vomiting sensation. I kind of knew in the back of my mind what was happening. It felt kind of like I knew deep down what all this was about. But I felt like this vomiting sensation, and immediately I was out of my body and zooming so fast straight up. I've never experienced anything like it, and it felt absolutely real. I wasn't in my body when this was happening. I was going so fast, like I've never experienced before. I wasn't I don't believe I was in my body when this was happening. Because I never even thought to look, to be honest. But within, as I say, within seconds, split second, I was zooming up fast. I never saw the Earth. It wasn't like I left the Earth. Like, I didn't see any of that. All I can remember is basically being in some type of whirlwind or some type of vortex or tornado, I don't know, trumpet, the what do they call the wormholes, like trumpets, the wormholes are like trumpets. So, but basically it was going so fast, and I wasn't looking upwards, so I didn't see like up the spiral or anything. I was looking out to the side, and all I could see was clouds, like dark grey clouds whizzing past, and I was going upwards. And to tell you the truth, you could see through those clouds. You could see through this vortex or whatever it was. And all I can say, I can barely describe it. It was so huge. It was absolutely huge. It was like, 2,000 warehouses size within. It was like, it seemed like a dimensional thing. It was absolutely huge. I'd never seen anything like it. And so much so that after a while, I began to kind of panic that I felt like I was too high up, just like kind of like a natural instinct. But all I can say to describe it to you, it was like a huge level, a huge compartment, a huge floor, I don't know what, but it was absolutely ginormous. It's the biggest thing I've ever seen. And to describe the sound, just wind. Not only wind from kind of what I was going through, which whatever that was, wormhole be it whatever, the wind sort of going through this, you imagine like in a movie, almost like being fired through a rocket because it's going so fast, kind of like a, just to try and describe it to you there, like it was shuddering because I was going so fast. And not only that, the whole place, I cannot describe, I've never experienced anything like it. The whole place was like a howling wind round this echoey place, dimension, whatever. And with kind of like fractal things to like to just try and describe it to you is very difficult. Walls or whatever, but I don't know. But an absolute howling wind, and I found a clip that is very similar to what that sounded like, and it's this baseball, this strange sounds on the baseball. It was like the sound of the roof of a tower being ripped off. The whole place was an absolute howling wind.
That's a haunting sound, if we've ever heard one. One ball, no strikes.
That is what it sounded like. echoing round.